The Brexiteer campaigner suggested Tony Blair's support for a new Brexit referendum only solidified the conviction of Leave voters. Mr. Isaby blasted the former Prime Minister after he claimed it is still not too late to stop Britain from leaving the European Union. Mr. Isaby said, "I think every time Tony Blair opens his mouth and says the people got it wrong and they should change their mind, I think that solidifies those of us who want to leave. It probably solidifies the case for leave amongst the people who were kind of doubtful either way but who think that being told by a former Prime Minister, who enjoys less than universal acclaim in the country, that they made the wrong decision is not a very clever way of going about things." Sky News Brexit News. Jonathan Isaby said Tony Blair only strengthened the resolve of Brexiteers. The pro-Brexit activist argued that the Brexit referendum provided the government with a mandate to break up Brussels and it would be utterly absurd not to deliver on the decision of the British people. He continued, "We saw the biggest mandate in British electoral history at the referendum. 17.4 million people voted for Brexit. The idea that somehow it could not happen is utterly absurd." Mr. Isaby also added that overturning the Brexit vote would betray Britain's commitment to promoting democracy abroad. "I think every time Tony Blair opens his mouth that solidifies those of us who want to leave." Jonathan Isaby, he told Sky News, "What kind of message would it send to countries around the world who we are encouraging to become more democratic that when you have the biggest democratic exercise the country has ever had, you have a small elite of politicians trying to overturn it?" Earlier this week, Mr. Blair said it is still not too late to stop Brexit. Despite Britain having entered the final year before leaving the Brussels Club on March 29, 2019, he said, "No, it is not too late. It is not too late until we leave, and the reason for that is very, very simple. Until we know the terms of the relationship." And the Prime Minister made a very important commitment on Monday. She said, "When we get the withdrawal bill before Parliament we will also have terms of the new relationship with sufficient detail so we know exactly what the future look like. At that point, that is when you know the alternative to European Union membership is. The sensible thing is to take a final decision once you see the terms of the new deal."